Ray.
Yeah, I would agree with everything that's been said already, and I'll add, one thing that really helped us is just getting that constant feedback from the team, anonymous constant feedback to know where we need to improve things, whether it's feedback frequency or relationships with managers. So get yourself set up with something like that. Just it's like I said earlier, it's nice to want to do something and it's nice to try things, but if you don't have that feedback loop, that it takes a long time to really
Yeah.
understand where you're going. And the other thing is just I use the word communication. That's a pretty big, broad word, but being operating in a very open, forthcoming, transparent way, not just to be not withholding stuff, but being proactively communicating. We share, especially through COVID, we step that up quite a bit just to say, hey, here's the situation, folks. So far so good. All our customers are okay. We got lots of cash in the bank, so don't worry about anything. But hey, 6 months from now, we're not sure what's going to happen, honestly. But here's what we're doing. We're doing this. We're doing this. We're doing this. And it was just like 100%, radical candor of like, and if I think if you can share people the context of what the company's going through, they're going to be more empathetic towards you as a leader, as well as help to provide solutions to
Right.
the situation, and just be like thankful that they're included in that kind of conversation. Because I don't think companies really include their staff and employees in these conversations. A lot of times like, well, it's just for the management team, and we do have management team meetings, but really we trickle that stuff down pretty quick.
And so you should. I think that's great. And I know that is there a specific piece of software that you use to keep like I had mentioned that we send out a survey every 2 weeks. It's a piece of software called Tiny Pulse, which is all about employee engagement, and it
Mhm.
allows us to kind of continuously gather that information. Do you use a piece of software, or do you just have it done manually with with your team?
Yeah, we use this software. Actually, they're based out of Montreal, called Office Vibe.
Oh yeah.
And I just, again, most of what I've learned from other business owners, and I have to credit to them. I'm really standing on their shoulders, and I, steal little bits of pieces of it, of best practices. And that was one we installed about maybe 4 years ago now. And it's, every week, they get a different people get a different question, anonymous feedback capabilities, and then you've got, historical
Yeah.
or net promoter score rankings for different aspects. It's really, and then how to act, or say, hey, one of our team leads is like, hey, your team's not feel like they're not getting the feedback that they would like, the frequency.
Yeah.
You can step that up, and that's valuable information. But they wouldn't know that. I wouldn't know.
Oh, and the fact
How
that it's
to,
anonymous is a
no,
huge thing, and you're continuously gathering that data.
no.
And it comes, like you said, this is stuff that you as an owner would never have seen. And the other thing we find about this, and I'm sure that software does the same thing, is that it benchmarks you against people in your industry, against people of your size, and it shows you where you stand as
Yeah.
far as this goes. And I'm sure, as great places to work, we're all, because I know that we are, so that means we all are, certainly above the Mendoza line.